You're watching Herald Now. It is 24 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Time to talk business with our partners 2 Degrees. More politics trumping economics overnight as markets dance to rumours that the US Fed Chair, Jerome Powell, was about to be Gomburger. How many times have we heard this, though? Our business desk has been looking at Garth Bray with me now. Hey, Garth.
G'day, Ryan.
G'day. So what's Trump been threatening and then not threatening in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, we could start this way every day, couldn't we? What's Trump done now? So we had reports that he was at a meeting of lawmakers and overnight, and that he had waved a letter around saying, oh, you know, this is the letter, this is the formal letter in process to sort of get rid of Jerome Powell. A Florida Republican congresswoman tweeted. Do we still call it tweeting? X'd?
I don't care what the people we need to stop saying formally X and all that stuff.
They put it on the thing.
On
right?
the thing.
On the thing, saying basically Jerome Powell is going to be fired. Firing is imminent. No denial of that. Markets. I think we've got a wee chart there showing the S&P. Hopefully that'll pop up any second now. It's a bit of a valley of death. There you go. Oh my goodness, this is bad news, and it crashes on down there, loses quite a few points, and then out comes Donald Trump saying, oh no, I haven't written a letter, which is slightly, well, did someone else write the letter? And it bounces back up. I think it's on track to close up about 16 points. So just volatility yet again, but this is just kind of this craziness. Behind this, I think he made some comments about how, oh, gosh, the renovation at the federal building that the Fed, I think you're moving into, right, isn't going well. It's about 1.1 billion New Zealand dollars over budget. Interesting, because you have to show cause to sack a governor.
Right, so
and
he's
so he's sort of floating that
scab
around. But is this a game of chicken? I guess the markets are there saying, wait, what? Are you actually going to do this? And that's where the real world consequences start to flow through. It's a dip, right? But that index tracks the performance of, I guess, stocks and ETFs and things that a lot of New Zealanders now hold as part of their KiwiSaver, as part of their, part of their retirement planning, just part of their investments. The kind of bouncing and gymnastics that are going on there are affecting the debt markets, and that's influencing currency, and then that also pays out in the value of those things. So, I mean, if you're getting near retirement right now, this is quite a volatile time if you're planning to spend that money.
And it's also significant. I mean, the reason this is so significant is because the Fed's meant to be independent, and the markets are going, well, if Jerome Powell goes, does that mean they start cutting rates, which Powell's refusing to do? You know, so it is quite actually significant.
It is a big deal, but it's also kind of like mad comedy.
It's a little eye-rolling too.
Yeah.
Hey, back here, ANZ has labelled this deal, well, the plaintiffs coming forward saying we'll settle for $300 million. Thank you very much. They're calling this a stunt.
Yeah, because it popped up in the middle of a parliamentary hearing into the credit, I'm going to get this wrong.
Triple CFA,
that's the way you put it, Credit Contracts and Finance Act, which basically says there's a bit of retrospective lawmaking going on in here, which they're not happy about. These are lawyers who've mounted effectively what's a class action, it's called a representative action in New Zealand, against ANZ and ASB, about 170,000 customers who 10 years ago or up to 5 years ago had mortgages that they were rolling over, refixing or whatever. The banks stuffed up. The banks made some minor mistakes with how much interest they were being charged, calculated, putting the documentation through. But under the law, if you stuff up the contract, you're not allowed to charge interest on it. Now, the banks have already paid out, I think, ANZ about 35 million in compo, ASB about 8 million in compo. Although, interestingly, when I was looking into this last year, they hadn't managed to find 6,000 of the people that they're supposed to compensate. This is ASB customers. So this lot have been saying, hey, sign up. We want to go them not for the money they had to pay back, but for the interest that you shouldn't have had to pay on your mortgage for several years, which could be big money, right? And on the one hand, that seems like a heavy penalty. On the other hand, this law was written out of the 2008 global financial crisis, where we had a lot of lenders that were up to all kinds of games. And Parliament at the time said, we need a really big stick to whack you with to make sure you get it right.
Right, so the case has been taken against the banks, but then the select committee is actually looking at
a change to the law.
Which would be retrospective.
Which would remove their ability retrospectively to sue for something has happened, which is pretty dodgy stuff. And a lot, I mean, NZ First and ACT, I think, are both saying, hey, we're not too sure about this. So this is all very in the balance. Out of the blue yesterday, hey, leave this in, give us a carve out, and we'll settle now for 300 million.
Yeah, and banks don't like that.
Don't like
At least ANZ doesn't. Hey, very quickly, we've got the Commerce Commission Chair, John Small, on the program just after 8, because there's a report coming out in 20 minutes about the credit card charges. What are we expecting?
Credit card charges, I think, we'll expect to hit. I'll let him talk about that. I'm interested in whether he's going to get here in an Uber, a Didi or a Bolt, because he's been jumping around on LinkedIn saying, hey guys, don't forget there are these other rideshare services. A lot of the drivers have got 3 of them running, and Bolt and Didi charge, basically take less of a whack off their... some people have said, good on you, mate, good on you. Personal recommends...
But it was an odd post to put on LinkedIn on a Saturday afternoon for the chair of the Commerce Commission.
What happens if one of these companies is, in a competition argument with the other? I mean, is he sort of...
favouring one over the other?
Yeah, it doesn't...
Well, we'll ask him about that too.
I took a Bolt this morning, or tried to, and they didn't turn up, so...
Oh, really? I thought Bolt was a scooter. Is it a car too? You can get a car?
They're all car apps. They're all car apps,
okay.
like your Didi anyway. Yes, no, didn't ride in this morning, Ryan, but rainy.
Oh, you didn't ride in
Just was testing this for you, for the benefit of the program.
I thought that you did it every day regardless.
Most days.
You're a trooper. No, turns out you're a cheat. Garth, good to see you. Garth Bray from Business Desk, and that's thanks to our partners 2 Degrees. We speak to him every day.